St. Frank here. Today, episode of Hobby Talk Tuesday. I want to talk about a little bit about Mezzu, also about TCGs in general. I'm really excited about TCGs right now. They're definitely growing in popularity. This 2022 might be the year of the TCG, which sounds crazy. But if you look at what's going on out everywhere, maybe not everywhere, but a lot of places, TCGs are kind of taking over as a big hobby and collecting TCG cards and playing TCGs. And TCGs, by the way, is an acronym, not acronym, but you know what I mean. Trading card games. And recently, when I went out of town on a business trip, I wanted to go look at the local hobby shops. There was 5 card shops in this town that I went to. One sold sports cards. The other 4 were gaming stores and sold, not all of them sold Pokemon, but a lot of them sold Magic the Gathering. None of them had Mezzu. I was specifically looking for some Mezzu cards in Pokemon, and it was funny. The one sports card hobby shop there actually sold Pokemon as well. So it's just a sign of the times that of the state of all these hobbies. TCGs and card games are definitely rising up, continuing to get more and more popular. And as the generation of kids, that's what kids in these past couple decades, that's what they've been playing with and been into as children. As they grow older, that's what they're going to be into as collectors. And it's shame on baseball. I love baseball cards, but baseball has kind of maybe dropped in popularity among young people, and card collecting, sports card collecting, also, whenever it's so hard to get packs of cards to collect them, and they're so expensive. They're even expensive for adults to collect. So they're pretty much cutting out the future of their hobby, where a TCG is more embracive to the young collectors. And this brings about another subject, and that is talking about Mezzu. Mezzu is a TCG that's based on these like cryptid creatures, which I love. I love the concept of it, but I hate the way it gets marketed. There's a lot of people, like influencers out there, that rally their followers and artificially drive up card prices, all this sort of thing. And so Mezzu is in a bad spot right now because they've driven their prices of their own products and made stuff so tough to get hold of that it's never going to get a foothold. And that stinks because the cards are really cool. The artwork's pretty neat. But I mean, just it is what it is. Even adults, like I'm an adult that has disposable income and was really wanting to get into Mezzu, and the way the first edition came out and the way scalpers and hoarders of the product made it impossible for me to enjoy it. Now, second edition has come out and has been much more easier to get hold of. I bought another couple boxes of the second edition Cryptid Nation for about $85 shipped. $85 per box shipped to me for free. So that was a great deal. I wanted to get a couple more boxes to open on the channel, so I had a lot of fun opening these. But to be honest, I don't think there's much of a future for Mezzu because there's just no base. Nobody's playing this game that I can tell. I've gone to several gaming stores. Most of them never even heard of Mezzu. In fact, I kind of brought Mezzu to one, um, the local gaming store, which is a pretty big gaming store where I used to live, had never heard of Mezzu until I talked to them about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that sounds kind of neat." So it's really bad marketing on their part, and I don't know. It just seems like a lot of their focus is on hype and um, you know, Kickstarters. Like they put a lot of effort into this last Kickstarter, which didn't have anything to do with the trading card game. It was making decks of playing cards, like actual, like, you know, like poker cards and poker chips, stuff like that. It's like very weird, and I think it kind of killed their momentum that they had built up a little bit. And this next set that's coming out called Wilderness is not going to be the most popular set. I mean, it's got a different theme kind of to it. It seems like more of a playful theme, where the first two sets were pretty dark themed and got a big following of being a dark themed game. Where this next set, man, I don't know. The pre-order prices for those, I thought I got in at a superb price. I bought a couple of first edition booster boxes of the Wilderness set. Haven't got them yet, but they're coming out this week sometime. I thought I got in at a superb price, and people are dumping the boxes. Basically, the price is just dropping like crazy on these boxes, even before it's released. So that's a really bad sign. Gaming stores are turning on them, where I guess people just aren't playing the game. I think it's a shame, because it's really neat looking cards, and I really hope they make it long enough to release. The next set after Wilderness is going to be the UFO set, and I think that one's going to be really cool. Actually, really am excited for that set to come out, because that's a big reason why I was really into these, because that's a really great theme booster box for them to come out as UFOs and like extraterrestrials and stuff like that. Feels very Mezzu, where Wilderness kind of, maybe it'll be enjoyable, but I don't get the same vibe from it. Where like a UFO set's going to be incredible. Hopefully it makes it that long. So hopefully they don't get in a situation where they lose all their momentum and don't ever come out with UFO. But we'll just have to see. So yeah, all the Mezzu prices are definitely coming down to earth. I don't think it's going to be completely die. I think there's enough people out there that kind of like the cards and enjoy it, where maybe they downsize quite a bit, that it can survive. But these hype machines that are driving prices up, that's just not, there's no way that that's going to hold up. Just no way. And making everything expensive completely cuts out your future game players and kids that might enjoy the stuff. And that's how the product will grow, is by the young people playing it and getting into it and enjoying and looking forward to the next set coming out and being affordable to buy, a lot of these types of things. But anyway, I've been talking way too much about Mezzu. Anyway, I think TCGs they're exploding right now. I mean, already PSA is grading more TCG game cards than a lot of the sports, like more. I think they graded more Pokemon. That Pokemon cards are the most graded card of any card that they graded at PSA the last few months. And obviously, Pokemon has a huge following and is very strong foothold in collecting. There's other really cool TCGs that are kind of getting noticed. Like, this is one I really have definitely gotten interested in, is Marvel. Weiss Schwarz Marvel, I'm going to open a box on the channel. Actually, going to open this box on the channel at some point. That'll be fun. I can't wait to see some of those cards in person. That's a product that is from Japan, and it's due to licensing issues, it's probably never going to come to the English. But the cards are beautiful art and can be appreciated even though they're not in English. It's not a game I'm going to play, it's a game I'm going to collect. I am more of a TCG card collector than a game player. Even though I did like to play Pokemon with my kids and stuff. And they had fun when they were younger, playing Pokemon. We'd buy packs. That was the fun part, was opening the packs. Putting together some game decks and just having fun as a family playing Pokemon. I don't think there's a lot of people opening packs of Metazoo and playing Metazoo. But maybe there are. And Metazoo has definitely fired a shot here recently where they're going to have tournaments with some huge prize money for winning these Metazoo tournaments. So that could definitely, bring a lot of attention to Metazoo and get people to maybe look into learning how to play it, thinking that they might be able to win some nice prize money at some of these tournaments. It's a good strategy, I think, for them to try to seize back some of their momentum that they had. But anyway, I enjoy it. I am not putting big money into it. I'm just buying some cheap boxes like these second edition booster boxes. They're really fair to price, I think. And opening the cards and enjoying them. I'll get a couple boxes of Wilderness, maybe open a box on the channel, and add those to my collection. And, I might grade some of the cool, like I'll probably end up grading this card at some point, this Mothman. That's kind of like the poster child card of Metazoo. Really cool. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think TCGs are going to really continue their momentum and kind of explode in these coming years? And what does that mean for sports cards? Are sports cards going to be able to keep up, or should these all be in separate categories? I mean, they are in separate categories, but there's a pool. The question is, there's a pool of collectors out there. Are collectors going to turn more to TCGs and stuff like that than sports, or is sports going to regain momentum? It's just going to be so interesting to see these next couple of years with card collecting. Anyway, and there's another, like the non-sports cards are definitely increasing in popularity also, like maybe not Star Wars that much, even though I love the Star Wars cards, of course, you guys know that from watching the channel. But like Marvel stuff, like not TCG Marvel, but actual like Marvel comic cards, those things are getting very popular right now. And very interesting to see where that hobby's going. Yeah, card collecting is awesome. I'm so glad I started this channel. I started this channel, it's been like 6 years ago. I can't believe this. We got a lot of videos on the channel. Very small audience, which is cool. I don't want this channel to be huge. I just like, doing stuff that you guys enjoy. And we get to have hobby talk on Tuesdays, and I enjoy reading your comments. And if we get a hot enough subject, we do follow-ups on it. But I definitely want to do a video coming up in the next week or two, a hobby talk video about baseball cards, because baseball season is about to start. I don't think I've ever been more excited for a baseball season to start than this year. We're going to get a full season. Oh, so hype. My favorite team, of course, the Rangers, have opened up the purse strings and actually spent money this year. So I'm very excited to see like Corey Seager out there and Marcus Semien, and they've got actually have some good young players coming up. it's going to be an exciting year for me for baseball, and really, what are you guys excited for in 2022 for card collecting? You know, it doesn't have to be something. You don't have to be excited just for baseball or TCG's or basketball, whatever you're into. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. And coming up next, stuff.